everyone, it's Mrs. Davis from Happy Place to Grow. Welcome in. I am gearing up for some wintry weather. What about you? Well, at least I'm hoping, since it is the month of January. But until that time, till we get snow here where I live, I thought it would be fun to at least dream and enjoy some very snowy tales. So I've got a good story for you today. It's called The Snowy Day. This is a fun story because the character in this story, Peter, lives in a big city, and one morning he wakes up and looks out and there's lots of snow, and he goes out exploring and adventuring and enjoying the snow. And I thought it would be fun if we sat down together and dreamed with Peter and adventured with Peter. The story was written by Ezra Keats. He's a great author and storyteller. Okay, get cozy, get your winter gear ready, and let's enjoy the snowy day. Now I want you to listen closely, because after we read, I thought it would be fun too if we shared our favorite part. This is a fiction story, so the story has an order, it has a sequence, and there are parts to the story. So think about your favorite part, and I'm going to share mine with you. So let's get started. The Snowy Day. Here's the title page. I thought this story would be great too, because he's going to do some fun things in the snow, and I think it will give me some great ideas when we get snow. Cross our fingers, hopefully. Here's the beginning of the story, and there's the main character, Peter. He's looking out his window. He lives in the city, so he's seeing all of the tall buildings. He's looking at the roofs. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. I love to wake up and be surprised by snow on the ground. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit. He's ready to get out there. And he ran outside. Snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Now, even though he's in the city and the snowplow came through, that happens here where I live as well. You've got to make a way for people to get around eventually in the snow. I love how the snow sounds when you walk in it. Crunch, 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 his feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. Sort of looks like a little duck. And then he changed positions and he walked with his toes pointing in like that. It's fun to make tracks in the snow. He dragged his feet slowly to make tracks, which turned into lines. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. What do you think it is? Well, let's turn the page and find out. Ah, it was a stick. Here's his next adventure in the snow. Tree, full of snow, stick. Sounds like a situation. A stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Uh-oh, Peter, don't do it. You know what's going to happen. Down fell the snow, plop, right on top of his head. I love the eyeball sticking up. It says a lot. On top of Peter's head. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough yet. Not yet. So there's the big boys having a snowball fight. He's little and wants to join. He's being a little cautious. It's kind of sad. He doesn't have a friend to play with in the snow. You definitely need a friend. Maybe next year. So he goes on. So he made a smiling snowman. So instead of playing with the boys, look at his snowman. It's made of 2 parts. Nothing decorating it. That's okay too. And then something I love to do, lay down in the snow and make snow angels. Lay down flat and get your arms moving and your legs moving at the same time, and then carefully step out of that shape. And you've got a snow angel. That's fun. And then, let's see what happens next. He's going up a big hill of snow. And he becomes a mountain climber. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. He didn't even use a sled. Just down on his bottom. That might be an adventure. Have you ever done that? If not, you might want to try it. Maybe. And then he decided he was going to pick up a handful of snow and another. Look what he's making, a snowball. And still another. He packed it round and firm. Wet snow is the best for making snowballs. Not too wet and icy, just right. So he packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. You think that was a good idea? Remember, he's just little. Maybe he doesn't have a lot of experience with snow. Because the next thing he did, he went into his warm house. Cold snow in a warm house. You know what's going to happen. Melting. Oh, his mom is helping him get his snow gear off. That's one thing I don't like about playing in the snow. When I come back in and the cold snow is on me and the warm air hits it and everything gets wet and you have to pull off your gear. But good thing he's got his mom to help. He told his mom about all his adventures while she took off his wet socks. And then, guess what he does next? He gets in the bathtub. And as he's in the bathtub, he's reflecting on his very snowy fun day. It says, and he thought and he thought and he thought about them. About the adventures, of course. It's always fun to recall what you did on a fun snowy day. Then he got his pajamas on and he went back to his little snowsuit. He starts looking in the pocket. You know what he's looking for. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. It is kind of sad. He went to bed. He's sleeping. I bet you he's dreaming about so much fun. Look what his dream is. Uh-oh, the sun is shining in his dream. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. Oh, I wonder what happens when he wakes up. Look. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. I know he's going back out. He's going to have some more adventures. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall. That's an even better idea. Go out with your friend. And they went out together into the deep, deep snow. And I guarantee you, Peter is going to share all his fun activities with his friend. You definitely need a friend when it's a snowy day. And I'm glad that sun was just a dream. It's so much fun, so much fun, when you can have 2 snowy days instead of just one. Because you can repeat all of the fun snowy activities that you did on day 1. Okay, before we close up this great adventure that we've had on our snowy day with Peter, we wanted to share our favorite part. So remember at the beginning, he wakes up and he sees the snow. We're going to be sharing our favorite part. He sees the snow. He goes outside. He does several things. He makes tracks. He finds a stick. He hits the tree. He sees the boys in the park playing snowball fights. He goes up a big hill, goes down the hill, makes a snowman, does snow angels, makes a snowball, puts it in his pocket. There were lots of fun activities. What was your favorite? Lots of fun things. I'm going to share mine. No, it's not the snow angel page, even though I love making snow angels. In this story, my favorite part was in the middle. Remember when he hit the snowy tree? My favorite, very favorite part, because it was kind of a funny one and I love the illustration, was when that snow went plop on Peter's head. And the illustration is just a close-up of his face and his hat and the snow. And that eye says it all. Like, that was kind of not too smart of me. You could tell he's like, why'd I do that? And then he moves on. That's my favorite part. What's yours? So think about it. All right. On the count of 3, share your favorite part. 1, 2, 3. There were so many favorite parts. Some of you said you loved when he put the snowball in his pocket. Some of you said you liked when he made tracks. And I heard others say, I thought it was funny when his mom was taking his socks off and he was in his underwear. That was kind of a funny part. Maybe that was your favorite. Well, it's always fun when you're reading a story to think about the parts of a fiction story and to think about your very favorite part. If you like, you can even draw and color. In this story, I drew the main character, Peter. If you like to share, you could share what your favorite part was. You could draw and you could write your favorite part of any story you read. All right, until our next snowy activity together, as always, keep that winter gear handy, crossing our fingers for some snow much fun, and I'll see you real soon. Have a good one.